Hello guys and welcome back to episode 2 of Xtreme One Chunk Ironman. Yes, I did forget to record an intro, so here I am, but I also wanted to thank everybody for the amount of support I received for episode 1, it really means a lot. I was not expecting it to blow up the way it did, and I'm so thankful for it. So let's get into the gains. Editor Bean here. Before the episode actually starts, I just want to say these are all the clips from pre-hiatus, so I hope you enjoy the longer episode. There will be a comment down below where I've been and what I've been up to. And then lastly, that episode 3 will be all new clips from now on. Without further ado, thank you for coming by, and I hope you enjoy the episode. So to my surprise, I didn't realise that Surge needed agility levels. So I thought I would spend like an hour here, and this place is miserable, I'll tell you that. It is 2400 XP per hour when I'm fully focusing and clicking this, and there we go. After almost an hour, there's 15. A nice little milestone. Oh, and 200 total level, perfect. So I can't remember what I need. It's like 50 something for quadruple loot. This place is going to be miserable. There's also a way for me to train Hunter here by feeding some roots to these rabbits, which I'll need GP for. Thankfully, I don't have any Hunter grinds for it at the moment, but God, this place is miserable. I don't want to leave this to last just in case, but I think anytime I'm watching the show or something, I'm going to just bring my ass here and suffer. Just click and click and click. Shout out to my man Verve with the raking content. Do farming. Reason why I'm trying to do my farming as well is there's the farming cape 2 chunks away in Draenor Village, and that it needs 120 farming, because farming goes up to 120 in Runescape 3. And my only way to do it is Vine Sweeper. So I also found, oh, where did he die? Oh, that's out my chunk. So the only way I have to train it is Vine Sweeper. And Vine Sweeper's like XP 45. Vine Sweeper's XP, but like I think it's like for the first 40 levels you need more points to get 1 XP, and then afterwards it becomes a 1-to-1 ratio. So the more XP I can get out of Vine Sweeper, the better, because then that'll be more point efficient for the future. I'm still just chopping oak trees and killing the imps, as beads should carry me during this, as cleaning herbs, it's pretty awful. You get what, max like 5 XP per clean herb, where if I can get some beads, that is 35 XP per potion. Oh, again. So that will be absolutely huge for me. And you might be wondering how I'm getting vials. You can trade the farmers or plant cures, and I'm praying to God you can empty the vials. If not, I'll have to kill spiders for vials, and that's a rare chance for them to drop. So I'm hoping to God that I can empty them. So I decided to test it out, guys. So I bought some plant cures, and I gave myself a mini heart attack because I right clicked to try and click empty, but instead I clicked drop, and from the grass is so green I couldn't see it. So I thought that as soon as you press empty, Jagex just threw away your plant cures. It's like, oh, you don't want the plant cure, then you mustn't want the vial. So it just, poof, you don't get any of it. And I was like, wait a second. So I changed my thing to all messages. I was like, wait, I don't see anything here about emptying the vial. And then I saw it on the floor, and I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, it was such a bad little heart attack I gave myself. Also, boom, 15 prayer. I did a bit of thieving. I've done a lot of just random stuff during last night, as I didn't know what to do. So I thieved a bunch of cakes, did more herblow. We've got a load of oak logs as well, getting this accumulated. Herb stack's looking pretty nice. A decent amount of beads. Hopefully we'll get a ton more. My little imp. My spores of war, pretty much, in tab 5. But yeah, that's how the account's looking. It's insane how much some stuff is. Like 3k for a cake. That's insane. If I click my value, it's like, what? Almost 3 mil? Cakes are hard carrying. So, these are the stats. Oh, I might as well. I did save 20 thieving because I didn't know if I wanted to record it. So boom, 20 thieving as well whilst we're at it. It does unlock ham followers. But if you get kicked out of the ham hideout, they throw you around here. And I'm pretty sure the chunk line is like there along the trees. So that would take me out the chunk, sadly, so I can't thieve ham members, sadly. I tested it a bunch to see if there was like any other way to like go around it. Like maybe if you like, I had it before where I was thieving a bunch and they would just throw me in the jail because I was in the same room as the jail. But after a while, they threw me into the outside, so it really sucks, sadly. I would love to be able to thieve ham members as a means of thieving and gathering feathers, but not meant to be. 60 woodcutting. If this was old school Runescape, we would be done with the U log grind, but sadly, they go up to 70 in RS3. What can you do? Oh, didn't even realise I was that close to prayer level. I was just doing my own thing, murdering poor innocent imps, getting their beads, and boom, snuck right by. Level 20. Nice. Decided to do some of my daily challenges as it's very important to get as many of those daily skip tokens as I can, as there won't always be ways for me to train some skills efficiently. And the bug's back once again, where it says my combat level whenever I cook something, or whenever I gain a level in something random. And there it is. Oh, I need to cook 10 pieces of fish, which I need to go get fishing more crayfish. But I also didn't know that there was a potion for Herbler, which makes it even better now that I have beads, as you know, because I can make potions and not waste the tokens on it. So I didn't even know that there was a potion challenge. I always thought it was just cleaning herbs, but I must just be remembering wrong. So I'm super glad I've been getting all these herbs whilst I've been training my woodcut, as it's coming in clutch now. So I guess I'll also keep my, there we go, 5. Keep all my beads for those kind of tasks. So we'll get 2 beads, we need terramins, and then I'm just going to buy 2 more plant cures. We have a water source, not there because that's outside the chunk, but we have the fountain, so we should be able to use the fountain to get our bottles of water. So we'll just empty, gotta empty all these, all manually. Clean these whilst, can we move whilst cleaning? We cannot. 3.8 XP, big increase from Guam's. And what's even a bigger increase is, we throw these in here. Another reason why I wanted Vial so much, that 1 XP, it adds up. And then the bead, 35 XP, massive XP drops, and then we'll do the daily challenge for even more XP. 3 year levels off that, more combat levels, hell yeah, on our non-combat skills. And that gets us to 8 Herblo. Probably just get the fishing done. Probably end up around 7 cooking. Nothing too spectacular. Oh, hello, imp. May we have another? Ashes. We'll take ashes. Ashes are still useful. I would think this would make me not need 59 magic for my task, and I'll only need 56. but I'm not too fully sure how it'll work. I don't know how the scaling works with the spells. I don't know if they'll automatically jump to the next level as soon as the boost is active, or you might just need to get the base levels unlocked first to guarantee it. So I'm not fully sure. So we'll still aim for 59 magic. We're only on 27. We're on 62 woodcutting as well. Slowly but surely getting up there. Levels are definitely getting a lot slower, that's for sure, with my single oak tree. It's a real shame what they've done with this area. There's like no oak trees next to each other and only one willow. It ain't the greatest, but it's we'll have to just make do with what we've got. Wasn't even paying attention, but we just got 65 woodcut. I didn't even have my OBS ready to record that. I've just been watching some streams, and then boom, just snuck upon me. 65, another 10 capacity. That's pretty nice. We're currently just over 11,000 oak logs chopped in the bank, and around 120 beads collected. Slowly but surely getting there. Only 5 more till the U, but I'm sure we'll be needing to do a lot more to get these both to the required levels. And this will be 25 H. Oh, no. No? Yeah. Now it will be 25 H. Prayer's getting a bit slow as I've just been literally spawn camping these. We're at a total of 1,319 imps. We don't have that exact amount of impides as a lot of them spawn in the crater. Some do spawn on the borders of the chunks, but thanks for area looting we can kind of cheese it and grab it. Because technically I am killing them in my chunk. It's not my fault Jagex scams me when I one-hit them and they teleport right outside. I'm using area loot to claim what is mine. And there's 35 magic. I found out as well, for some reason I thought this was like Runelight with the way it tracks, but it only tracks when I pick them up. So I'm probably around 16, maybe 17, it's a bit of a stretch, 100 imps killed. Because I do get quite unlucky with them teleporting outside into the crater. When they're teleported like around and the outskirts, I can cheese it with area loot, but as I said before, when they're in the crater, it's a lost cause, sadly. The worst is when I log in and they're in there already and I have to wait, or I need to hop into a world where one of them's chilling out over here. Hey, good old recording luck, more beads. What are we? We're currently on around like 240 beads, so times that by 35, good chunk of Herblo XP. A lot better than what I would be if I was just cleaning on their own. Oh, I was going to say something about men and women, but I can't. I've just brain farted. Oh, easy clues. We've had one clue step in Lumbridge so far, but other than that, we haven't really had any clues to do. Sadly, I think that'll be more towards the ham guards grind, as for some reason they have double the chance of easy clues compared to the average like men, women and monsters of the sort. I also found out with clue scrolls, from they only have a destroy option, you can't juggle them, but they retain their steps, which is insane. Actual huge for the account, as easy clues will have potentially upgrades that I would think down the line. If worse comes to worse, there's fortunate components which will help in the future. I'll probably get more into easy clue upgrades once the ham guards grind starts. And we're about to hit 67 woodcutting. Editing some footage, so I thought might as well get doing something AFK. One of the main reasons why I keep swapping things around between killing imps and any other kind of, I think it's just mainly been woodcutting I've been doing. I gotta say, style agility isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Especially when I've heard the rates on the Burthope agility course. Apparently it's around the same amount when you're tick perfect, which is around 2,400. So I'm kind of glad that, another reason why I'm glad I chose to be here other than there. As you can see, we're at 38. I did like 4 hours last night, and I've been, I think, another like 7 hours today. You're wondering how I'm doing it. I'm using mouse keys, so I position my mouse over the spot, the sweet spot where I can click it both, but depend like this without worrying about either side. And then I just click 5 a bunch, and I just keep jumping back and forth. This is so much nicer than using the mouse, just so I don't have to worry about any kind of like moving it accidentally, so I can just sit back, look at my second monitor and just watch whatever. So I'm probably going to keep doing this for a while as I got a bunch more shows to keep watching, but not one of the reasons why I slapped on the recorder. Today we have a Slayer task challenge, and this is the reason why I have not touched any of my Slayer tasks, or my Slayer assignment, is I'm going to try to squeeze as much as I can from killing, squeeze as much as I can with like the daily tasks with Assignment Slayer before I get like Slayer locked. This is so I can save my skip tokens, as it's going to be pretty hard to stockpile on them, as I get a lot of challenges where I can't do them, so it's probably like I'm not going to get that one, for example, at the very end. I might not be able to get this one depending on how the next 2 days go. So I want to make sure that I can save as many of the tokens as I can for like agility, for example, as I literally can't do that in the chunk. And maybe farming as well because of the death chunk in Draenor. Maybe some others that I might need down the line, maybe divination as well. That one's not as scary as it's semi-AFK. Like, this is the current plan though. So there we go, we just got it. Don't know how many more ducks I need to murder. Omnium. And then we'll claim it, and then we'll get a nice fat XP, 5 Slayer. This will be my primary way to get Slayer up, just so I can see how far I can get it up before getting Slayer locked. If I can get the leaf bladed spear, that would be such a major upgrade for the account, as we only have up to adamant. I think leaf blade is 55, so, and rune is 50, so it's a nice in between of rune and dragon. So if I can get that, that would be so nice. It's another day, and you know what that means, more style agility. We're about to hit 40 agility, finally. And I think Jagex heard my cries, because they gave me an agility challenge. So this is one of the main reasons why I've been hoarding these tokens. We do that, we claim it, and then boom, that's 2 hours of agility, just over 2 hours of tick perfect agility, just like that. But I need to get some editing done, so we're gonna go and get my 68 woodcutting. The beach event's finally started as well. I had some hope that I might be able to get this chunk done and maybe unlock it before it ends, but I think it's a bit too much of a pipe dream. I mainly want it just for the farming activity. The farming would be so huge, especially with 120 farming being right next to it. I just want to get some dent into farming and not do it only vine sweeper, because that's going to be miserable. I don't know if I can redeem this without it teleporting me over there. I guess oh, okay, it will just teleport me to the beach pipe. Okay, I'm glad it actually warns me, so we'll destroy that, as I can't bank it. And then we'll get our 68, and then I got some editing to do, so 40 is a good milestone as well. I kind of need to space this agility out, as it's 2 XP per jump, so I've done it for like 18 more, like 18,000 times jumping that bloody style, and more to come, as you can see. I'm just going to hope that I get some challenges to make a small dent in it, and if I start watching some stuff again, I'll get on there and just keep grinding it. So now we're back on. Keep my eye out as well for the imps, as we need those beads. 70 Herblow is going to be such a gatekeeper with this chunk. You could argue the fish eggs, as they are quite rare, and the means of feathers ain't that great to get in this chunk, but 70 herbs going to take so long. And there we go, 68, one more way to the funny number. Oh, choking ivies. I forgot that these were a thing. I doubt we'll be able to utilize them anytime soon. But they used to be the best, imp. The best way to get woodcutting XP back in the day. I remember... I remember it being in Yanil. Yanil was my spot where I would chop them. It was so chill. And there's the big 70. Yew trees, crystal hatchets. Ooh, the elite, is it elite outfits? I think those are what those are for invention, so I doubt I'll be able to use them anytime soon, but let's get right onto this yew tree and get this task done out the way. Chop one yew log completed. We got around 19,000 oak logs, so if you ever wondered how many, around how many oak logs you need to get from 10 to 70 woodcut, that's it, around 19 to 20,000 oak logs. $72 woodcut. The levels are still going pretty decently fast, I gotta say. I thought I would be slugging and getting like a level a day, but we're still getting around 2 levels. Could easily get 3 if I try-harded per day. We're around like 22,000 oak logs. We need, let's see, I put it in my notes. Still need like another 14k, so we'll be here for a while. I don't think I said as well, any combat lamps I'm getting from challenges will go into HP, as the HP cape is a lot scarier than the defense cape, that's for sure. And there's also 10 fishing. At this rate I won't even need to fish much crayfish, only for the daily challenges before we hit trout and salmon. 10 farming, slowly getting there to the 40 goal which I've set myself, just to make Vinesweeper a bit better. And I've found out as well that when buying plant cures, you can put them on your hotbar and then it will empty it for you. For some reason, I just thought it would just drop them automatically, but no, this will save me so much time. And then another thing I found out is, I don't know how it took me over a week to realise that there's a water source here. I only thought my only water source was the fountain in the castle grounds, so I was dreading the time where I would have to fill up at like 50,000 vials, but no, there's one right here which is so absolutely huge for the account. I'm just getting excited over such small, minute details and little things that would not affect anybody in a way that it does for me. What used to be a major level in the olden days, I don't think it's really worth much nowadays, but 75 woodcut. Oh, wood box increase, I'll take that, that's actually pretty useful. And of course, the outdated evil magic tree. I think this might be my last level. Actually, maybe we'll get 76. We need around 5,000 more oak logs before the fire making and fletching goals are ticked off or banked. We have around 31,500 oak logs banked. And I need 76,500 for both my fire making and fletching. Just doing my daily challenges, as I've got some pretty nice ones today. Oh, there's the imp. And there's 40 magic. Pretty big level. Not sure what really, if anything really is useful for us on here. Oh, critical strike check damage. Okay. Not really useful at the moment, but I'll take it. That'll definitely be useful down the line. So, I take breaks when doing style agility to rake the tree patch, and this time I went AFK after raking it. And this farming patch spirit came out of nowhere to let me know that you don't have to stand by your crops to let them grow. And I never even knew this thing existed. So I did a bit of digging onto the wiki, and apparently it's been out since February 2008. And it lets people know that you don't have to stand by your farming patches to like let it grow. You don't need to supervise it. Which, it's just crazy to me. I've been playing this game for so long and I never even knew this existed. And like, it only appears if you stand idle next to a farming patch for 5 minutes, but you also have to have less than 15 farming. So that's probably one of the major pointers for it. Why, I've never seen anyone talk about it or even seen anything about it until today, because it's such a low requirement. And let's face it, who's standing next to their patch for over 5 minutes? It's just funny as well, because back when I was a kid, when I first unlocked farming and I was at Catherby, I used to stand next to my crops and I used to water them every time they needed it. I was just so happy to be a member that I just didn't care about the time wasting. Like, I wouldn't even fish at the Catherby like docks and that, the beach. I just stood there watching my little potatoes grow, not with a care in the world. I think that was around 07s, and this was before it came out, which makes me wonder how many people thought you had to stand near your farming plots for them to grow. It must have been a decent chunk. Maybe there was a lot of form posts back then. Oh, he even talks about the farming. Interesting. Like, maybe there was a lot of form posts back in the day, and Jagex thought they had to like jump on it because there was just a lot of misinformation going about. But it's quite funny. I would never have found out that this thing existed if I didn't make my Chunkman, and I just love little things like that. It makes this account so much more fun to play, discovering so little things that I didn't even know that existed in the game that I enjoy. But like, but moving on from all of that, I've been doing a bit more style agility, almost pretty much 45. Do my breaks. I grab a bunch of plant cures to fill them up in the water trough that I found out before, and then we bank them. We need a load of these for later on to put the herbs into them to make unfinished potions for a bit more farming, Herbalo XP. Which we do have a daily challenge, so let's do that and probably get around 10 farming. That will be a nice little milestone. And boom. Sadly, the other two don't really need them, so I'm just not going to waste my tokens. Keep my tokens on more important things like agility. Oh, 11, even better. Necromancy potions, I doubt I can make them. Bearfur, sadly we don't have access to them. I would love to. Cadaver berries are useful. Interesting. Sadly as well, there's no bush pastures nearby. The closest one, I believe, is the Champions Guild. But I'll have to do some fletching soon as my gold supply is running low. 45 agility, nice milestone. Can't really benefit anything about it though. Yep, no warriors, no Feminix. Increased butterfly chance. I wonder if that might leak into like implings, but I'm not sure how RuneScape 3 really works. currently need 163,000 more XP, but slowly but surely we'll get there. Just gotta keep doing this every so often and then just keep trickling it in so it's not so daunting. 30 fletching, with my GP funds slowly diminishing. Well, I say diminishing, it's pretty much diminished at this point. Only 700 GP left. Decided to start with a fletching grind. I checked on the shops and oak shield bow U's. They're not as good as arrow shafts, but they give like, what, more than triple XP compared to arrow shafts. And it's like a 30 GP difference as well, so it's not the worst. So I'm gonna probably just do oak shield bows for the most part. Maybe do some arrow shafts for future grinds, because if I get feathers, then that could speed up my fletching by a good margin if I get the elder tree chunks. And trust me, there's a few elder trees littered about near the starting area. So I gotta keep thinking about the future. Ooh, I'm gonna zoom through these levels by the looks of things. Going up pretty quick. $35 fletching. It's a lot nice. It's just so nice. I've been doing a bunch of agility recently, and it's nice to see levels go up. Consider how slow agility is. I didn't even realise coming up here was a a task for the diary. I was coming up here to have a little idea for like thumbnails and stuff, but I didn't even have the recorder ready or anything. It's just like, boom, master of all I survey completed. I think it's a beginner task. This is also, I might as well do this whilst I'm here and recording. This is also another beginner task for the Lumbridge diary. And there it is. Raise the roof. Very nice. Got a few more tasks ticked off the list. Gotta be sure to tick them off in the chunk picker as well.